Hello again my friends, I have another Bungie mail sack breakdown for you to sink your teeth into. As always, Bungie continues to tease us with their answers. Here's the first question. Will there be visual customization for weapons? Yes, and not only visual. Your weapon in Destiny will be one of many ways in which you'll tell your own story, and that story will become more interesting the longer you write it. The various implements of destruction that you wield, and there are a lot of them, will tell the world who you are, where you've been, what asses you have kicked, and most importantly, how you like to fight. The more you use them, the more they'll be an extension of your own legend. Now, we already knew that we could customize our guns. The question is, to what extent? Well, let's have a look at some examples. This particular gun is a fusion rifle called the Conduit F3. As you can see, the gun has been customized with a future war cult faction. The ability to flaunt your faction logo on the side of your weapons will enable Guardians to identify fellow faction members at a glance. Now, this gun is an exotic pulse rifle called Red Death. There are 9 distinctive markings on the side of the weapon. Could this be yet another way in which you can customize your gun? Wouldn't it be cool, for example, if for every 1,000 enemies you kill, you get another notch on your weapon? This would help identify those Guardians who have kicked some serious ass. If you bumped into a Titan and you saw that their shotgun was covered in these markings, you'd instantly know that this guy is a veteran Destiny player. It would also tell you that he likes to get up close and personal when dealing with the enemy. Next question. What is the comparative size of a Guardian compared to a Cabal? Depends on the Cabal. The Guardians won't be the only fighting force in Destiny teeming with unique warriors. Take the Fallen for example. When people saw them at E3, they were all too quick to compare them to the elites you fought in Halo. In truth, the Fallen are as varied and diverse as the Covenant as a whole. Check out the demo again and see how many varieties you can spot. Some of the smaller targets like the Shanks and the Dregs will draw your fire. The larger crews, the ones that include Vandals or Captains, will have you wishing you brought that fire team. And let's not forget about those moments when we'll drop something as big as a Devil Walker in your path. The Cabal, along with the Vex and the Hive, are equally rich in their varieties. There are a lot of bad guys in Destiny. We need heroes to push them back whence they came. Now, for me, this is the most exciting answer in the mail sack. A rich variety of enemies means Guardians will have to constantly mix up their playstyle and their tactics in order to defeat them. The Fallen alone are as varied and diverse as the Covenant as a whole. Now, the Fallen Shanks are these flying machines. They're quick and agile and are deployed by the Fallen to attack and weaken their enemies before they move in for the kill. The 3 classes of Fallen we know of are Dregs, who carry shock daggers and pistols and only have 2 arms, Vandals, who are higher ranking than the Dregs and carry long range weapons, and Captains, the fiercest of the Fallen and the highest in the chain of command. They believe that Earth belongs to them, the bastards. We also know that the Fallen are a technically advanced race with the power to call in dropships packed with more soldiers and tank-like Devil Walkers capable of massive firepower. Bungie also reveals that the Cabal, the Vex and the Hive are equally rich in their varieties. Of the Cabal we know of 2 classes, Legionnaires, heavily armoured soldiers with devastating firepower, and Centurions, battle-hardened war veterans hell-bent on destroying anyone who threatens their dominance of Mars. There's also this concept art, which shows smaller creatures helping a Cabal Centurion dress for battle. Could this image hint at a larger Cabal society? The Cabal, like the Fallen, also have dropships to deploy extra troops into battle. The true might of the Cabal is still wrapped in speculation, but you can count on one thing: they'll fight to the death to keep humanity from recolonising Mars.
And the strength of the wolf.
The Vex are time-travelling robots. Next to nothing is known about these enigmatic enemies, like who built them and for what purpose. This video clip reveals what appears to be 2 classes moving through the jungles of Venus. The Hive, an army of hideous space zombies, also pose a serious threat to humanity, but even less is known about their hierarchy. Bungie has confirmed that they are equally rich in their varieties. This short clip shows a large Hive pounding the ground while a smaller variant charges ahead. Next question. Will Destiny have Bungie.net integration? Well, of course. Remember the good old days when as soon as you were done splattering your enemies with the bumper of your Warthog in Halo, you would rush over to Bungie.net to punctuate your own personal war stories? We're making strides right now to make sure that your experiences with playing Destiny are extended beyond the console in similar and in some cases very different ways. To become a legend in the making, you need an audience. You need people to admire your accomplishments and covet your rewards. You need a following. Bungie.net will be one of your parade grounds. There will be a lot of ways for you to strut your stuff in Destiny, and we'll tell you about them someday soon. Next question. Can individuals join public events? Just like the name suggests, public events in Destiny are optional engagements that are open to everyone. Think of them like an all-ages club, only the dance floor is filled with throngs of aliens that you can shoot in the face. You can join in the fun as a party of one, or bring your friends for some synchronised stomping. We do recommend the second option though. Discotheques are designed from the ground up to be more fun with your friends. And that, dear chums, brings us to the end of another mail sack. Thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more Destiny news, and thanks for watching, you beautiful bastards. Here comes that mother chuff of a boom. Hello again, my friends. Glad to see you made it beyond the boom. Click the on-screen image to hear me talk about Destiny's colony ships, gambling, and the Fist of Havoc. Until next time, Guardians.